Hello everyone, my name is Apurva Gupta, IBPS SO HR Officer, Central Bank of India. Are you aiming for IBPS SO HR exam this year or in coming years? Confused about how to crack the prelims exam? Don't worry, I have got you covered. In this video, we will decode the entire syllabus and I will share my personal strategy, recommended books, coaching tips, and how you can crack this exam even if you are starting from zero. So let's dive in. In my previous videos, I have break down the eligibility criteria and exam pattern of IBPS SO HR. In this video, I am going to share the complete syllabus of prelims and how to prepare it. Like which section is important, which topic is more scoring, what is the level of the exam, which questions are asked more, is there any change in syllabus over the last few years, which is the genuine source for study material, whether you should join any coaching or self-study is sufficient, how much time is required to prepare prelims, which books you should consider, from where you should give your mock test, and everything I will share in detail in this video. Please note, for mains like IBPS SO HR mains, syllabus and strategy, I will prepare a separate video. If you have any question, any doubt, feel free to ask. Drop them in the comments and I will personally answer each one of them. Okay, now let's start the video. First, we will look into the English section. Total 11 topics are there from which questions are framed. Reading comprehension, cloze test, detection of errors, improving sentences and paragraph, completion of paragraph, para-jumbling, fill in the blanks, parts of speech, modes of narration, preposition and voice change. Topics which you study for PO exam, same topics are covered here also. In fact, the difficulty level of the exam is also the same as PO prelims. So if you are already preparing for PO, so SO will be an advantage to you. As per the trend seen through last year exams, difficulty level is moderate and your safe attempt will be somewhere between 36 to 41 questions out of 50 questions in English. Now if I talk about which topics carries maximum questions, then 20 questions from reading comprehension, 5 questions from error detection, 5 questions from sentence rearrangement, 5 questions from match the column, and remaining 15 questions from miscellaneous. Last year, English cutoff was 8.50 for general category. Since English was my strong subject, I preferred books like S.P. Bakshi from Aryan Publication, Wren and Martin for grammar reference, editorials from Hindu and Indian Express. Don't skip the editorial. Make an habit to read at least one editorial daily. I prefer to read it in the morning slot. There are many editorial analysis is also available in YouTube for better understanding. You can prefer that also. Since editorial language is very tricky, those videos may help you in understanding between the lines and your vocab will also become strong. I preferred Bankers Adda for editorial analysis. There are other options also, you may go through it. When I started the bank preparation for the first time, I joined Mahindra Guru offline batch near my home. Like they have centers pan India. So the center which was nearest to my home, that center I joined. I got the basic knowledge from there, but for mains it is not that much good according to me. They will clear your basic concepts very well. For more difficult level questions, I prefer Bankers Adda. They are free YouTube videos. The more you will practice, the more your concept will get clear. Your practice should be so top notch that as soon as the question comes in front of your eyes, you automatically spot the errors like within seconds. Since you will get only 40 minutes for English, you have to do 2 questions in 1 minute. So practice like that. And this will be possible only by giving maximum mock test. And after giving the mock test, their analysis is also very important. One more important thing, make a notebook of all the vocabs and you have to revise it daily. If I share my personal strategy, so I used to wake up at 5 AM and my 2 hours were dedicated to editorial analysis and current affairs. Both from Bankers Adda. I was preparing for PO also at that time simultaneously. This will improve your reading comprehension part. Now comes the grammar part. If your grammar concepts are very clear, then whether it is error detections, cloze test, fill in the blanks, sentence correction, para-jumbles, all will be a piece of cake for you because all are related somehow. So improve your concept and your confidence will rise. If you are wondering whether to join any coaching for English or self-study is sufficient, then so what I will advise, First give a random previous year question paper and see your level where you are standing. If you think that your concepts are clear, you need only practice. Then you go for self-study. And if you feel that you don't know basic concepts about English, then you should join any coaching, offline or online. I myself adopted this strategy. The first random paper that I gave was SBI clerk in 2016. So let me tell you a story. After giving my MBA, my campus placement was done in Yes Bank. While working in Yes Bank, I realized let's give a try for government banks. Because I was liking the banking operation. Like in Yes Bank, I was handling the operation part like RTGS, NEFT, fund transfer, clearing, cashier. Like this operation work I was handling. So while handling that banking operation, I liked that work. So I thought that I should give a try towards government bank. So first with my job in Yes Bank, first random paper that I gave to know the level, to know what is the difficulty level of the exam. First random paper was SBI clerk. I gave just like without study because I was doing my job, and in Yes Bank my timings were around 10 to 11 hours, like 9 to 8, 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. like maximum 8 p.m. it always go like daily. So with the job the studies was not that much possible. So what I did, like in my mind, the thought came like first give a try, let's see what is the difficulty level of the exam, how the questions are asked, and what is the ambience of the exam center. So the first random paper that I gave was SBI clerk, and my marks were very bad. I didn't know the basic concepts at that time. So I joined Mahindra Guru because at that time it was very famous and it was near to my home also. To study the concept, 3 months are enough for English. After that, giving mocks and practicing questions will continue till the day of your exam. And its analysis is also very important. Here I want to share a personal story with you. Whenever I used to get low marks in a mock test, I get motivated and I used to leave the analysis also. Why I am telling this? Because you may also experience this feeling. So don't get your morale low. Continue your mocks and analysis. Even if you are getting low marks, don't get demotivated. And then in that stage also you have to be strong. You have to motivate yourself and you have to continue your mocks and analysis, because this step will eventually help you in clearing the exam. Now we will move on to Quants section. In quantitative aptitude, total 15 topics are there from where questions are framed. Number series, data interpretation, simplification, quadratic equations, data sufficiency, ratio proportion, discount, average, mixtures, percentage, profit and loss, time, speed, distance, rate of interest, probability, and permutation and combination. Same theory like English will apply here also. Topics which you study for PO exam, same topics are covered here also. In fact, the difficulty level of the exam is also the same as PO prelims. So if you are already preparing for PO, so SO will be an advantage to you. As per the trend seen through last year exams, difficulty level is moderate and your safe attempt will be somewhere between 36 to 40 questions out of 50 questions. If I talk about the weightage, then 5 questions from wrong number series, 5 questions from quadratic equation, around 20 questions from data interpretation, 5 questions from quantity comparisons, and remaining 15 questions from arithmetic. Last year cutoff was 6.75 for general category. Since Quant was my weak subject, I studied that much only so that my sectional cutoff is clear. You can choose books like Arun Sharma, Fast Track Arithmetic by Rajesh Verma, Data Interpretation from Bankers Adda. Don't skip the quadratic equation, they are actually scoring. Make an habit to practice at least one DI daily of all the types. I prefer to practice Quant in evening slot, otherwise I will get sleepy. I don't like Quant that much. There are many DI analysis in YouTube for better understanding. You can score at least 10 marks from DI. Now, since arithmetic is very tricky, prefer only those chapters which are scoring and which takes less time to solve them. You can't spend 5 minutes on one question, and this can be figured out only with practice. It has been seen that there is at least one question from every topic. I preferred Bankers Adda for it. I'm not doing any promotion of Bankers Adda, but their content literally helped me. There are other options also, you may go through it. The more you will practice, the more your concept will get clear. So practice like that, and this will be possible only by giving maximum mock test. And important thing, analysis is also very important. Like I am repeating number of times because this mistake I have done in my preparation time. I used to skip the mock test, I used to skip the analysis part, but that's why I am telling so many times, analysis of mock test is very, very, very important. Like so many times, it doesn't matter how many times you have studied the chapter, it doesn't matter how many times you have learned all the formulas, it doesn't matter unless you practice the mocks. So mocks and its analysis is also very important. Make a notebook of all the formulas. If I share my personal strategy, I made a collection of all these squares and square root, cubes and cube root from 1 to 20. You may go for 30 also, but 1 to 20 is mandatory, and you have to be so fast that the question comes in front of your eyes in the exam time, and you click that answer, you choose that answer like this quickly. This helped me a lot in simplification and approximation, and this will fast forward your calculation also. One more important thing, try to practice IBPS PO mains Quants DI, because sometimes it has been seen that DI has been formed from arithmetic portion like simple interest DI, compound interest DI, ratio proportion DI, mixtures DI. These are very high level of questions. I used to get goosebumps while attempting these questions. These are PO mains level DI because all are related somehow. So improve your concept and your confidence will rise. If you are wondering whether to join any coaching for Quants or self-study is sufficient, so here also I will give a same advice. First try any random previous year question paper of Quants and see what is your level, where you are standing. And if you think that your concepts are clear, you need only practice, then self-study is sufficient. And if you don't know the basic concepts, then you should join coaching online or offline, that is up to you. I myself adopted this strategy. To study Quant, in 5 to 6 months, your syllabus will get completed. After that, giving mocks and practicing questions will continue till the day of your exam. And its analysis is also very important. I am repeating again and again, and its analysis is also very important. So don't get your morale low. Continue your mocks and analysis. Now let's move on to the last section of prelims, that is reasoning. Total 13 topics are there from which questions are framed. Setting arrangement, syllogisms, blood relation, puzzles, inequality, input-output, coding, decoding, data sufficiency, order ranking, alphanumeric series, distance and direction, verbal reasoning, non-verbal reasoning. Topics which you studied for PO exams, same topics are covered here also. In fact, the difficulty level of the exam is also the same as PO prelims. If you are already preparing for PO, SO will be an advantage to you. As per the trend seen through last year exams, difficulty level is moderate and your safe attempt will be somewhere between 35 to 37 questions out of 50 questions in reasoning. If I talk about the weightage, so 20 questions were asked from puzzles and setting arrangement, 5 questions from input-output, 5 questions from syllog, 5 questions from inequality, 5 questions from verbal reasoning, 5 questions from blood relation, and remaining questions from miscellaneous. Last year cutoff was 5.25 for general category. Since reasoning was my favorite subject, I studied almost all the topics. You can choose RS Agarwal for basics, Puzzle Mania for advanced, and mocks from Bankers Adda. Don't skip these syllogs, blood relation and inequality. They are actually scoring. Make an habit to attempt at least one puzzle and setting arrangement daily of all the types. I prefer to practice reasoning in afternoon and night slot because they are actually interesting topics. You won't get bored. Sometimes reverse syllog and reverse inequalities is also asked in the exam. Don't get scared from them. Once you become a pro at it, it will be a piece of cake for you. And this can happen only by practice. Whenever I used to get any free time, I practice reasoning. Even some aspirant used to secure full marks in reasoning. I found coding, decoding a bit tricky, So prefer only those chapters which are scoring and which takes less time to solve them, and this can be figured out only with practice. It has been seen that there is at least one question from every topic. The more you will practice the questions, the more your concepts will get clear. So practice like that, and this will be possible only by giving maximum mock test, and their analysis is also very important. One more important thing, make a notebook of all the time saving tricks. This helped me in verbal reasoning and non-verbal reasoning as well. This will increase your speed also. One more important thing, try to practice IBPS PO mains sitting arrangement and puzzles, because these are very high level of questions, and if you are successfully able to solve the PO mains level, then you will feel confident. So improve your concept and your confidence will rise. Now if you are wondering whether to join any coaching for reasoning or self-study is sufficient, so here also I will give the same advice. Try any random previous year question paper of the reasoning part, and if you see your level where you are standing, if you think that your concepts are clear, you only need practice, then self-study is sufficient. And if you feel that your concepts are not clear, then you should join a coaching. To study reasoning, 5 to 6 months are enough. After that, giving mocks and practicing questions will continue till the day of your exam, and its analysis is also very important. Reasoning is very scoring. Don't avoid this section. It may help to increase your overall cutoff. Last year overall cutoff was 43.25 marks out of 125 marks. Since prelims is qualifying in nature, but still you have to target around 80 marks out of 125 marks, at least 80. Then only you are in a safe zone, both sectional as well as overall. If you follow this plan with dedication, clearing prelims is definitely achievable. Don't wait for any external motivation. Build your routine and stick to it. So in human resource, in MBA times, we used to study outer circle and inner circle. Now suppose if you are externally motivated, now if the outer circle went, your motivation is also go. So always be internally motivated, and whatever the situation will be, your motivation will always be there only in your mind, in your heart, and you won't get demotivated. In my next video, I will guide you how to prepare for HR mains. Comment your doubt and I will reply them personally. Till then, hit that like button, subscribe to my channel and share it with your HR aspirants. This is Apurva Gupta signing off. All the best for your HR journey, and I will see you in the next video. Till then, stay safe, take care, and bye-bye.